They plow it with four.
A couple lots here. I'm just taking a quick video. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, there's a well and.
Well and electric. That's pretty good. There's the car down there with the other lot, corner lot.
No septic.
No septic. Outhouse is fine or compost?
He's got a West Virginia septic.
What's a West Virginia septic? Wildcat?
55 gallon drum with holes poked in it.
Okay.
Hey, it worked for him and his wife for years. He lived down here.
Yeah.
The guy that owned it the first time. And then another guy was in for about 2 years.
You know, in New Jersey, HOAs are one of the worst places you can move because they're overbearing. They'll tell you what color to paint your shutters. You'll paint half your house, you know. But it sounds like out here, HOAs are more for just maintenance.
Yeah, that's what it's so far. Now, there's a woman down here got to be vice president, and she said a couple things that sort of made me nervous.
Yeah.
Street lights.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do we need street lights for? But I mean, you know, it would cost money, and we'd have to update dues and all that. So dues are on the
I can't believe they would talk about streetlights before they talk about plows.
Well,
Snoop.
she's on the corner down here at the.
So she don't worry about it?
No, she's only got about 50 feet to go to get to the county road.
Which gets plowed by the county.
Right.
Okay. So of course she.
I don't know that that's why.
Well,
it is the truth. She is there. I didn't even think about it before. Well, she was on them. She just got elected. Well, actually, the guy that was the vice president told her she could have it. So it wasn't. They don't. They got a thing where if your grass gets 6 inches long, they can come in and mow it and charge you for it.
Yeah.
They don't do
I
it?
think they got a thing about having junk cars around. Jesus Christ, I had 4 cars that didn't run sitting right in this area right here for years. And I kept them washed and everything. They didn't look like a junkyard.
Yeah.
But they were there and they knew they were there. Nobody ever said anything to me. I just hope they don't start that.
Yeah.
That's why I came
think
down.
they put it there, and then if people complain, then they reinforce it.
Yeah, maybe it's just a way to have an open door to if you're causing hell, they can cause hell back in a way. You know what I mean?
Well,
If you're a troublemaker, they'll make trouble for you.
they had somebody down here that it's open. No, there aren't. It's not in the woods. It's down here by the river in the open. And they would go. They were like hippies, I guess.
Yeah.
They would go out to a ditch that they dug in the yard, and shit, out in the open. They had
Like sheep.
wheelchair kind of thing, and they would sit in, you know, for an old person to take a dump. They'd sit in that thing and shit in the ditch, and people would drive past.
Oh my god.
Well, that's weird.
But they didn't do. I don't know what they did with them. Oh, I know what they did. The one guy said he had an outhouse that he didn't use anymore, and the other guy got a front end loader and went up and got it and took it.
And said, "Here, guys,
Yeah, here's a
shit in the hole.
yeah.
Sit in the hole, not the
That's
ditch."
what they did, yeah. Because that was a big argument at the meeting this year. What they want to do with them people.
Yeah, nice having an electric hookup. See, we're looking all over. We looked in the Adirondacks in New York. We looked in the Poconos. You know, and we're just working our way from.
You're going to get cheaper stuff that, well, I went in Pennsylvania. I didn't go to New York, but I went to Pennsylvania
And looked around there.
a lot.
Yeah.
More than down here. And then we just decided we were on, I don't know what highway we were on, but it went into Maryland and then West Virginia. So
Okay.
we went into Cumberland, looked around there, and then into West Virginia. When we got out here to Romney, we stopped at 2 different real estate places. And that was it.
You found what you're
2
looking.
pen pals. Right, and I was living in Pennsylvania, and they were. I could have came down here every single weekend. Did damn near.
And
To
scope.
look at places.
Yeah.
They just kept sending me shit, and it was cheap. This was $7,000, 2 acres, a septic system, a well. That shed that's falling apart, the big one.
You can't beat that.
Can't get that in Jersey.
That was like new. Now it's not so good anymore. And Trailer was no good. I had to buy that trailer. That was 4,000, I think. Oh, no, yeah, 4,000 with the 3,500 and then 500.
Does everything have to be like? I guess you can build a regular house out
Yeah.
here, or you can build a cabin or
Oh,
something.
yeah. There's this.
You think they'd have a problem with a gypsy cabin?
What's that?
Like let's say you take like a one of those kit sheds, Amish sheds, and you set them down, and then you finish it off on the inside, things like that.
Ooh.
Yeah,
No, that's good.
that all flies here.
Yeah,
That's
they're
beautiful. See, up in the Poconos, they'd run people like us out. They got HOAs up there too, and there's some of them can be real
Yeah, I
overbearing.
went to some of those. Where they have a guard?
Oh
Are there
yeah,
any
some of
of
the,
them?
yeah. Well, those places you got to stay away from altogether. The dues are way up.
Hard.
Yeah,
they
8
have-
people on
We
staff.
went to a place where they had a guard. It was the prices were outrageous for the thing.
I know.
I don't know. Why
But see,
the
they
real
buy,
estate guy didn't told us.
people buy up a bunch of land around the parks. Because we're looking for land up against a state park somewhere. So you share, so you have that. Especially with the dog and stuff, just go, But
I'm going back to the
Oh,
car.
well,
I'm cold.
she-
Nice meeting you. Happy holidays
care.
to you.